I'm a bit discombobulated because I'm in this place here where all of these books, which makes me look very clever, of course, which is what all of the other booktubers do. This week in How Many Woodchucks Chuck Woodchucks Chuck Chiasmus. This is one of those rare words from antiquity that I actually know how to say. The reason for that is, well, something that we'll go into a bit later. Shall we cover its meaning first? Chiasmus is when you say a phrase and then you invert that phrase, so you say it essentially backwards to give it more impact. As an example, if you're from England or Great Britain or you've ever met a Yorkshireman, you'll know that fact within 2 sentences of them meeting you. They're a proud bunch of people and they tend to tell you that they're from Yorkshire almost immediately. One of the sayings that they're sort of famous for is, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. This is chiasmus. What they've done is they've taken the phrase I say what I mean and then they've reversed it to say I mean what I say. Another famous example is the inauguration speech of President John F. Kennedy, that's his name now. President John F. Kennedy in 1961. He said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country, which actually is quite good advice, you know, it's quite a good thing to say. Maybe we need a bit more of that right now? Ooh. Of course, there are quite a few Shakespearean examples. My favourite one so far that I've found is from Richard II, Richard II. And that goes like this. I have wasted time, and now time doth waste me. Did you like that? I was trying my hardest. I was acting my hardest. Technically, chiasmus, let's go with chiasmus, is a method within rhetoric, which, as we've covered before, rhetoric is the art of using language to persuade or to convince people of things. I find it amazing that if you stick words in a certain order, then you can convince nations to either support you or hate other nations. Isn't that amazing? Don't you find that amazing? As I've commented before, I think the words which have been used in the narrative surrounding the British exit from the European Union demonstrate this pretty well. If you think of a Brexiteer, you think of, I don't know, someone who's sort of standing up for the people, someone who is romanticised, you know, they're like a musketeer, that's where it comes from, right? And when you think of the word Remainer, you think of, well, it is sort of a damp term, isn't it? A bit like a bottle of wine that's gone off. Which is a shame, really. Which brings me on to how you say chiasmus and how I know how to say it. And what I'm going to do now is show you via a diagram or something. You see, chiasmus gets its name from the letter chi, which is, well, it's a Greek letter and it looks quite a lot like our letter X. See that? That's a letter X, or a Greek letter chi. The last bit of the word, the ismus bit, is a Latinised version of a Greek word which means the act of, or the state of. So the word literally translates as the state of X, or the state of chi. So why does it do that? Here you go, here's the chi or the X, and here's I say what I mean. I've written the what I wrote the what last, and that means that it's now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the other way round at the bottom. Again, I've not done too good a job here. I mean, I've got the I mean is sort of in the right place, but the what is lagging a little bit, and then the I say has been pushed over a little bit. Either way, you can see that it says the I say is up here, and then it crosses over to here, I say, and the I mean goes down to here, and then the what stays in the middle. So it all kind of swaps over, which is the whole point in the saying, really, that you can take one phrase and reverse it down to here by using a cross. Isn't that handy? You don't need to use your brain or anything, you just draw a cross. So there you go, chiasmus. I'm so pleased that I can say this one properly. You have no idea. Anyway, if you'd like to see another video where I almost know what I'm talking about, then maybe press a button that I'm going to put one here. And then if you'd like to watch a story that I've done, then click here. And if you'd like to subscribe, press on my face.